Hey, Copper.
Hello, Gavin.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
You look like the Greek god of fire.
Is that because of my red hair?
And your fluorescent pink chemise. What do you got there? Is that just the way the colors are coming through?
Oh, no, this is a pink jacket.
Is that a gay pride thing?
It's whatever you want it to be, man. I'm wearing it because it keeps me warm. You know how cold it is right now in Georgia?
I have heard it's quite cold. Is that why your cheeks are red too? Is that for breast cancer awareness?
Cheeks are red because I'm a ginger.
And that doesn't mean a white man.
No.
There's so much you've covered in your video about objectifying black men and how women are systematically and seriously oppressed in today's society, about how gays are people too. I don't even know where to start.
Well, I just say that Milo, I don't mean to just go to that, but I just want to get right now off my chest. I don't really think Milo's actually gay. I think that he's a fake gay. I don't think any real gay person, is going to be that conservative. I think that if he was a liberal, I wouldn't have attacked him if he was a liberal because,
That sounds kind of prejudiced. Are you a bigot towards conservatives?
No, I'm not a bigot towards conservatives, okay? I think if anyone's a bigot, no offense, but I think all of you are the bigots. You're all the white, cis, male bigots, and you're attacking people that are, in your opinion, lower than you. Like
Michael, I want you to get laid, okay? I can tell you don't get laid a lot. When you do all this white knight shit, it turns pussies dry.
I'm not a white knight, okay?
If you want to get laid, you gotta grow balls. When you do this fucking faggot shit, women don't want to fuck you. Even the biggest feminists, their boyfriends are fucking bikers. You need to grow your hair long, get a leather vest, and sit on a fucking crotch rocket.
I'm proud to be a social justice warrior, okay? Everyone keeps calling me that in the comments. And
no one is gonna fuck you, ever!
What?
Do you know how dry pussies get when you say social justice warrior?
You act like you slay pussy all the time, Gavin.
I'm married now, but when I was your age, I had every STD under the sun. I had chlamydia, gonorrhea, everything but fucking crabs. You know why? Because I was an asshole. I'm trying to help you.
You're not trying to help me, you're just trying to promote this white stereotype that we're all racists. Well, no, I'm not white, but all of you are.
Wait, did you just fuck up your script there? I think you just messed up your lines. You think that I'm trying to push this shit that we're all racist? I thought that's your thing. You even called Milo racist for sucking black cocks.
I'm not messing up lines. I'm saying that you are promoting the stereotype by your actions, by the way you're acting. You're making everyone else look bad. I mean, I'm
making everyone look bad. You're the guy with cum dripping out of his mouth every time you talk.
That's not cum. That's spit.
Why is it so viscous?
Mouth because of people like you.
It was dangling on your chin. I could see there was white in it. Those are the sperms.
When you're attacking women, you're attacking my mother. You're attacking
your mother's dead, asshole.
What?
Isn't your mother dead?
Yes, she is dead.
So how am I attacking her?
It has nothing to do. That's neither here nor there. That's not right. I don't know why you would even bring that up.
Well, you're calling me a motherfucker, and I'm like, you're calling me a necrophiliac.
I'm not calling you a necrophiliac. I'm just saying that you're making women feminists more and more. Like by the way you act, you're acting so chauvinistic.
How old are you?
I mean, I've seen some of your videos, and some of them have made me literally cry laughing. But most of them, like 99% of them, have legitimately made me feel offended. Like my chest is hurt for women because it's almost like you're bullying them. I am like the anti-hater. I don't mean to come across like I'm attacking. I get offended I guess I get offended easily when I'm touchy because I have a lot of women in my family. I've been raised by mostly women.
Yeah, and look what they've done. They've made a sub-fag. You're below a gay.
I'm not a sub-fag, and I don't appreciate that term, okay?
Sorry, sub-homo.
I'm a straight male.
Every fag I know is more masculine than you. These women have stripped you of your testosterone. Why are you living at home with your fucking, what do you guys call them, gubbies or nunu or?
First of all, it's not a gubby or fucking new. It's my meemaw, okay?
Okay, sorry.
And second of all, I am way more masculine than that fuck boy Milo. he's a piece of shit. I mean, honestly, he's literally the Antichrist.
That sounds pretty masculine to me. Ra estu nero for ilonio. Speaking Latin and fucking black dudes. That's pretty masculine. Hey, look, Copper, ultimately, we're so far ahead of you here that we want to come back in time and reach down and, help you up. And that involves you becoming a man. You should move out of the house at 18. You don't live with your fucking Mima however, it's hard to tell with gingers if you're 8 or 80. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Time to get out of the house and get your dinky stinky, faggot.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You sound literally like one of those bullies in the back of my high school bus back in the day.
Yeah. Like, bullies are underrated. When we had bullies, we created Steve Jobs. We created the Silicon Valley. Those wedgies made your fucking iPhone.
First of all, just because women are less, physically strong doesn't mean you get to push them around.
I don't push them around. I want them doing their magical powers, which is breeding, making babies. Sure, some of them are tough enough to be in the Marines. They're called lesbians. You are pretending that they're all exactly the same, and they should all fucking Supermans should be Clark Kent and working at the Daily Bugle. No. Clark Kent is a shitty journalist. Some of Supermen might be good, but the majority of them should use their magic power, and that is making babies and shaping lives. Now, when we take men out of the equation, we shape lives like you and make these giant fucking ginger babies who drink moonshine all day.
That's not moonshine, that's sweet tea like my Mima made me. And second of all,
your Mima made you into a pussy. She made you into a sweet tea.
Why don't women have paid maternity leave? Can you tell me that you would talk about pregnant women?
Because they don't need paid maternity leave. If we had followed the system that the Lord set up, the man would be paying for her bills. Why do women have to work? Why do they need maternity leave? And by the way, the free market does plenty of maternity leave on its own because it happens naturally. You mean the government. Why doesn't the government pay maternity leave?
Single women make 60% less of what we do.
And look what happens when single women raise children. They wear fucking pink zip-ups and he eats sweet tea.
I mean, Milo, okay, don't talk about me being raised because you don't understand where I come from.
I think your mother died of shame.
You're a racist bigot and you're a cock-sucking fucker. Pardon my language. I'm sorry.
What's the matter with sucking cock? You're the master of it. I've never seen you without cum in your mouth.
You're a real asshole. You know that? See, and people like you is the reason I'm voting for Hillary. We need a woman in office.
No, Mima. Mima is why you're voting for Hillary. You've been castrated. And I don't think you're beyond the point of no return. Step 1. You got to get a house with some dudes, a shitty apartment, sleep by the furnace. Step 2. You got to get a dishwashing job. You'll get bare minimum wage, you'll do okay, and you'll learn to riff in the kitchen. And you'll learn to hang out with black people who will help you with your testosterone problem. Step 3, you got to get a vehicle, a motorbike. I know it's not going to be anything fancy. 50 cc's will do. Step 4, you're going to get a BJ, and you'll see what they feel like to actually receive them instead of give them. And then that pink cardigan's going to be replaced with a nice fucking flannel, and you're going to be a man.
Cumia, don't you take orders from Anthony Cumia? Is that correct? Isn't that your boss?
Who the fuck told you that? Rat?
Okay, well, I'm just saying I'm not going to take tips from a guy who takes orders from a woman beater. All right, that's all I'm saying.
I'm glad you brought that up, actually. I was going to mention this at the beginning of the show. If my boss did hit a woman, I would be gone in a second. So would everyone, by the way. No one works for someone who beats the shit out of a woman. That is a fucking myth. So the ones that are staying here are clearly the ones that know the whole story. All right? Shit for brains? You have been brainwashed into taking up all these causes because, I don't know why. I guess it gets you more hits. That's not, what does YouTube pay you? You probably get $400
I don't do anything for
a year.
That's just like this fucking myth. I mean, hello, have you seen my upload? Like, first of all, my views have dropped, and second of all, my upload history has been sporadic. I've never had a fucking,
sporadic.
Look Friday for my new video.
It's sporadic.
I mean, half those times when I say that shit, I never do. I don't get into YouTube, okay? I have a television show. I don't need YouTube for currency, for money. I do it because I love it, and I have a voice, and all these women out there, they don't have a voice, whereas you have the fucking Gavin McInnes show. I don't see any feminists or any, non-cis male white gender people out there having their own reality TV shows or their own fucking, their thing. I'm going to use my television show to push against people like you. No offense to you, but I think everyone deserves a voice. All right, asshole!
Okay, let's wrap it up. What are the problems with the world? We have a racist world, right? It's racist in America.
It's extremely like sided to the white cisgender, you know.
So if a black kid grows up in a modern America in 2016, he won't be able to get an education. It'll be very, very hard for him to become a lawyer or a doctor because he doesn't have because of racism.
White privilege. When a black guy walks down the street and passes a cop, he doesn't think, and he has to worry that the cop is going to come around and shoot him, or because he's wearing a hoodie. But if a white guy walks past the cop, you know as well as I do, Gavin, you know that he's not worrying. He's just like, whatever, it's a cop. White privilege is being able to go and like take a white girl out and not have to worry about their parents, attacking you because of the skin color.
Yeah, but shit for brains. You're ignoring patterns here. You see, the cops are more dubious of blacks because they've noticed a pattern. The white privilege thing you're talking about has been earned. The reason women don't clutch their purse when I'm in an elevator is because this tends not to steal purses. If I was black and I got on an elevator and someone clutched their purse, I would be mad at the blacks who had stolen so many purses that they formed a pattern that gave people the natural instinct to run the odds in their head and go, I should clutch my purse a little bit here.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why isn't there cops in every fucking school? Because every single school shooter and church shooter is a white, disgusting, cisgender male.
Mass shootings are not a pattern here. You know how many people were murdered by gangs last year? It's about 2,000 a year. You know how many are murdered with mass shootings? I don't know, 4, 5? It's statistically irrelevant. It's actually 0. The margin of error is 0. And yes, mass shooters do tend to be white. And you know what? The FBI profiles accordingly. And yes, there should be armed guards at all schools. The more guns, the merrier. Are you now pro-gun, dude?
Yeah, I've always been like...
Oh, just get fucking laid, you moron. Jesus Christ, you're fucking pathetic. 23 years old, drinking sweet tea in the middle of the day. That's why you're fat, by the way.
I'm not fat, I'm big.
You're a fucking sphere. You look like Humpty Dumpty is going to the Olympics.
You're literally just throwing me elementary bullies and lines. Is this how you got a TV show? Really, Gavin? Why don't they get some people that know the facts, the statistics? Not just a random bearded white cis man.
Give me a statistic, Gorilla Mask.
A statistic?
Yeah.
Okay, married women or single women make 60% less than gender straight men like you.
And why do you think that is, fucktard?
Because women are being suppressed by men. Do you know that most of the fucking professors are males? That's why you always see in the pornographies that it's a male teacher. No, what's funny, asshole?
Single women make less money than rich white men because rich white men are better at stuff that makes money than single black women are.
I don't understand how you're not able...
Single black women don't exactly excel in finance.
No, single...
And part of the reasons is you got to get up at 4 a.m. for the China markets.
Single women in general are making less than men.
Here's another thing that's never occurred to you. Have you ever considered the possibility that Mima is lazy?
No, she's not lazy. She actually worked a day job, a night job, and a weekend job.
What's she doing right now, though, besides sitting on her ass making sweet tea for a fucking beta male ginger sphere?
Mima got 5 hours of sleep a night for 30 years. They got 4 or 5 hours of sleep. She raised 3 children on her own because my grandpa was a deadbeat loser.
Yeah, well, that's the tragedy here, is the lack of men in the family. And I'll take your hit with Mima's hard work. I'll assume you're not lying. But for the most part, single moms are lazy. And it's a really shitty thing to do to a kid.
What?
Become a single mom knowingly. Most single moms are single moms by choice. And look what they create.
My grandpa
was a
terrible person. He was also...
Look in the mirror. Grow a fucking beard and wear a camel hat. You're in Georgia.
First of all, I have a beard, okay?
No, a beard. Not a gorilla mask. All right, bye. I've had enough of you.
Yeah, peace, asshole.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Grow a fucking nut. That was fun. I have no idea if that guy is a troll or not. I don't know if he's kidding, and it's weird to argue with someone like that because it's sort of like you're in an improv troupe. So their number one rule is this gay yes and thing where they go, so you got out of prison, and you have to go, yes, and it was real hard. You never say no, I wasn't, because it kills the vibe. So Am I having fun with a fellow actor? Or am I trying to school a retard? Shane from North Carolina, are you there?